everybody, Retrobeard here. It's Thursday, almost 5 PM GMT UK time. I hope you've had a good day. Before I get started, I want to say, if you enjoy my content, please remember to like, subscribe, share, click the notification bell, leave me a comment. It's really appreciated. It really helps the channel grow and getting the algorithms and keeping things going. So, all that said, let's get this show on the road. Excuse me, tweaking things. Now let's have a look. So I've got my amazing memory where I never remember what I was doing and what I said I'd do. Keeps things interesting for me, I suppose, or annoying, one of the two. So we'll have a look at the Game Boy and see what people want. I can't remember if I changed it, whether all the Game Boy games now work correctly by default or not. Let's have a look. If so, then most of the work's done on Game Boy. No, it doesn't. So let's go off this a minute. Bear with me. Let's have a look. That should. Let's have a look. In theory, that's made it where all the games. Yep. That's much better. Oh, Pang. I used to call this Pang when I was a lad. Oh, crap. Not quite used to the timing of the game yet. There we go. Wow. Can't quite get the timing of the game. So those little balls there. Oh, there's one. We're getting there. That was close. Man, my timing is shoddy on this game. I don't know if it's input lag or if it's me, or a bit of both, or if it's just a damn hard port of the game. Let's try again. Is there a delay? A little bit of a delay, yeah. That's more like it. We're getting there. Oh, the upgrades have gone, have they? Well, I like that. Oh, my shot slows down as well. Beggar. Yay! Love those Dragon Ball Z-esque graphics. I want to smooth these pixels a bit. It's a bit pixelated for my old eyes. I might turn off the smoothing emulator wide on the settings, and then perhaps put a very, very gentle filter on just to round off those pixels a bit, because the Game Boy never looked like that. Let's exit. I'll do it in the entire. Actually, I won't. I'll do it just on this game because I don't want to put. I don't want to put visual changes to all the games that might not be needed. So off. Shaders. What shaders have we got? We don't want CRT because the Game Boy most certainly did not have. It was an LCD screen basically. Let's try now, see how it looks. That's looking a bit more authentic so far. Hope they've not added a ton of input lag in my schemes. Oh yes, that looks like how the Game Boy looked, doesn't it? Crap. Yay! That looks beautiful, doesn't it? That's how the Game Boy should look, in my opinion. If anybody feels otherwise, always speak your mind, because I just do how I interpret it. God, I'm crap at this game. It's the kind of game you want to be good at. Contrary to modern belief, old-fashioned games weren't a bunch of squares, pixelated mess everywhere. All that firepower and I squandered it. God, no, there's just too much going on. This is a very nice port of the game, but it's probably the most brutal version I've played in a while. Like that, well, how'd you escape from that? Okay. Let me out. I'm impressed with the visual work I've done in the game, but the game is a little bit frustrating. Captain America and the Avengers, wow. That game got on every system. Castlevania, I'll pass on that for now. That's going to be very frustrating. I think I'll pass on that. Chase HQ, let's have a look. Have a drink. Do we need to apply a bit of smoothing? Let's have a look. Chase HQ. That was a huge game back in the day, wasn't it? That does this give the crap. Why do I think I've got no hope for this? Nice well, I wouldn't say nice, but a reasonable feeling of approximation of sprite scaling going on, and this tunnel effect's quite nice. I wouldn't call this a graphical masterpiece, but I'd say it gets the job done. Probably not my sort of game, but oh, is it manual gear change? Oh crap. What an idiot. "21 miles per hour. Why am I not going? Oh, you have to go forwards to do that. Was I holding the brake all that time? Normally press a button to go faster. Embarrassing. Thought it was ridiculously slow. That's terrible. You press forwards on the D-pad to actually go faster. What's going on? Hi Chris, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. No, I didn't. I didn't actually. Thanks for reminding me. I need to address that. I'm going to have to try and do the settings within the emulator itself and not outside of it. I'm dreading it. The shaders on the emulator seem to completely be incompatible, so I don't even know why they put them there for. Thanks for reminding me. I've got a terrible memory. This game's boring. Let's go back to the Mega Drive, thank you. No, I'm glad you reminded me. Because it's like stuff that matters to me one day don't matter the next day because I completely forget. It's a fun way to live your life, not. Well, let's have a look. Let's pick a game that won't give me a nervous breakdown. Let's try and resolve this. Gotta be something on the Mega Drive that doesn't do me head in completely. What do we got? Let's shoot down the list. Buck Rogers. Actually, that's not really a pick up and play game, it's an RPG. The character generation alone with Captain America and the Avengers. Centurion, Defender of Rome. I always wanted to give that game a chance, but I knew it wasn't a pick up and play game. Chase HQ 2. Let's load the game up and go inside it. Oh yeah, well, I'll go to Gunstar Heroes in a minute. I'm not a big fan of Gunstar Heroes. I used to love it when I was a teenager when it came out, but I don't seem to get any enjoyment from it now. It's weird. Let's go into the emulator. I'm going to have to take off the live screen and go full screen because I need to see what the heck I'm doing. Options. Yeah, that's a bit much. Let's go to quick menu. Video. No. Oh, I just went here. Borders. Weird. Shaders. Here we go. What the heck? Nope. I wanted scan lines, didn't I? Let's try it out. Oh, that's looking good. Let's see if it's as good as it seems. I love scan lines. They just make something feel arcadey. Oh, normal. Okay. Game start. And better in what sense? I'm interested. I think this has done it. Wow, this is a fast game. In a minute, we'll load up Gunstar Heroes without scan lines, and then we'll add the scan lines and see if it visually looks better. Woohoo! Jump! Here we go. Well, here we don't go. This isn't a great game, is it? Not really. It's all right. I'm not convinced. I don't think this has added scan lines. Actually, I just think it's softer graphics. Or if it has added them, it's very modest. What was the game yesterday I was trying to do? I can't even bloody remember. No, I don't want to continue. I'm not bothered about that. Classic. What, the Super Console X? When you say tweaking, what do you mean? Do you mean what I'm doing or something else? I don't quite understand the context. Dominus, this looks interesting. Double Dragon. Let's have a look. Well, a lot of the tweaking that I do is for visual improvement to make the games look more authentic. It makes a massive difference visually. Performance-wise, on the games that struggle, it makes a big difference because you might go from 30 frames per second to sort of like 45, 50, depending on the actual games. So this is a sharp, pixelated mess. So let's see if what I just did works. It depends how much it matters to someone as well. Not everybody cares about making the games look more to their tastes. Why have we got a different setting altogether on this? What's going on? This is an awful menu system. Oh my god. Where did I find that then? Shaders. Oh, there it is. Does that look different? I think it does. I think it's quite a modest improvement, but I do think it looks better. It's not as aggressive as the scan lines on the arcade, but I don't think it's as pixelated. So I need to go back and save it now. What in the heck? Options. Oh, here we go. That should have saved it now, where the game permanently runs correct, runs looking more authentic. So that's nowhere near as pixelated as it looks. Oh yeah, I'm learning stuff and getting more familiar with stuff every time I do it. This is a very manual way of doing it. You can spend hundreds of hours doing this, which is great if you want content for streaming, but if you want to do it at home, it's probably not so great, is it? This game is a terrible port. It looks good, but it don't play good. Is that input delay? Now let's do the test that the settings have held. Let's exit and re-enter the game. If the scan lines have disappeared, it isn't saving what I'm doing. Show me. Oh, let's go back to the the live screen. There we go. Let's get the light down a bit. Let's just start the game because I'm only testing. Oh, it's gone back to the old settings. It's not preserved what I did. Well, that is bloody annoying. I'm forced playing the Mega Drive looking like this. Okay. Well, I've got to work within what I can do from the outside menu. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? Let's have a look. System options. Maybe we can just... Game ratio. Bezel. I want a 4:3. Yeah, I don't know if some of my problems are exclusive to the fact that I've got a bit of a messed up system. It might be that other folk can do all this stuff problem free. But that hasn't done any of the settings. That's a shame. The Mega Drive is one of my favourite consoles of the old days, and the fact that I can't do too much with it is very disappointing. Very disappointing. I need to somehow get this updated. I wonder if I change the emulator. Let's just do it on this one game, actually, so I don't do something I regret. I'm going to try all the different emulators. See if that makes it easier. Oh, just get me in the game, dude. Nope. So let's try another emulator on here. If this doesn't work, I am finished with the Mega Drive, so I've just got to let it go and just enjoy it as it is. There's no point wasting my time on dead projects. I'll move on to a different, go back to the Game Boy and all the other stuff. Nope. Advanced game options. Oh boy. Is that it? Oh. Well, that's me stuffed. There's only 2 emulators on it. So, I may as well get over it and abandon the Mega Drive. Game Boy Color can't be sorted either. Abandon that. Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, Game Gear, they're all fine. Game & Watch, who cares of crap. How about the Dreamcast? I think the Dreamcast was fine. Links. What about the Links? Does the Links need some love? Not that there's many games on here I would actually play because it sucks, but that Blue Lightning, that was a good game. Well, not great, wasn't a great game, but it showcased the sprite scaling of the machine. Is it a full screen experience or is it a yeah, whatever, just get the game. Oh, that's fine. Perhaps I could use smoothing it off a bit, though. It's a bit obscene on the eyes. Let's have a... I won't do an emulator-wide change. I'll just change this particular game so I don't regret it. Now, the Lynx was an LCD handheld screen, so there wasn't CRT-like features. So let's turn off smoothing. Let's put a nice sharpening shader on. So it's a bit more kind on the eyes, hopefully. Looking better already. Yeah, whatever. Oh yes, look at that. I don't know if anybody thinks that looks better, but I do. Oh, missiles. This is like Atari's attempt at rivaling Afterburner. I mean, I think these graphics for a handheld in the 80s are absolutely magnificent. I don't know how it looks to other people. It's got proper sprite scaling going on. Mega Drive couldn't sprite scale. Neither could the SNES, not properly. Atari, in the later days, just didn't get it there. You know, you don't need the best hardware, but you need the best software. Because hardware-wise, you look at the Jaguar and the Lynx, they were pretty beastly systems in their time. It's full on sprite scaling architecture. Mega Drive, so the SNES had a limited form of its backgrounds from the Mode 7. The Mega Drive had their own software which looked like pants. I think with a bit more love and nurturing, the Atari Lynx could have been something special. Let's go in this valley and see if these valleys a sprite scale effect, or if it's a bit crummy. That's not particularly impressive, but it's alright. I mean, this doesn't sprite scale as well as the arcades did, but you know, this is like a 1980s machine. You won't get, you know, this is the era of the Master System in the NES. Imagine the Master System or the NES trying to do this. I believe the Lynx was a 16-bit platform, and I think it had some 8-bit architecture combined with 16-bit. But it shows, but say it never had the software and the licenses. Whoa! Almost makes me wish that the Lynx would have had the software support, what we'd have got. Or am I a nostalgic fool? This isn't a bad Afterburner clone, really. Look, fields. So it's got a... Hi, Snake and Eagle. How you doing? Welcome to the stream, my friend. When you think this is the same time that the Game Boy was cutting-edge technology, and you look at the power difference. Imagine if the Lynx would have had the Game Boy's quality library. We'd be on the Lynx 7 by now. And it'd make the Switch look like an antique. There's a lot of sprites on the screen as well. A lot of scaled sprites on the screen. And this isn't software scaling, this is proper hardware-based scaling. I remember my friend had a Lynx, and I was playing, back in the day when I was a kid, I was playing California games, and it was absolutely magnificent for its time. I thought to myself, my God, I want one of these. I used to go to the local Dixon's store and play it on the demo unit and fantasize about owning one. I just used to think, wow, even with California games, I'd be happy. Nothing else. It looked beautiful in that little backlit colour LCD screen. Yeah, it was backlit in those days. I mean, look at those graphics. I know crashing sucks, but I wanted to show you the graphical effect. What else? There's a few games that look nice on here. Come on, Lynx, give us the goodies. There's a boat game on here somewhere that's got lovely graphics as well. A lot of the games, yeah, they underutilised the hardware. They did, you know, sort of half-fat arcade ports. Anyway, I think this was the game. I'm just going to get the filters on so it looks reasonable. Smooth games off. Shader set. Wow, so you've been busy with some good martial arts stuff then. Judo's awesome, and so is jiu-jitsu. I used to do Japanese jiu-jitsu for a few years. I quite enjoyed it. It's not as hardcore as judo and Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but it was still quite cool learning the holds, the locks, the throws. I used to enjoy the weapons training, although I was dangerous. Oh crap, what am I doing? This is an Atari Lynx game as well. Doesn't seem to be working. Oh, is it analog only? What's going on? That's weird. Is there a... This isn't showing the game off, is it? When I can't even control the damn thing. Is that right? Is it going now? Oh, that's strange. If you shoot and move, it screws up. This isn't a normal feature of the game. This is a bug. This is a very good game. Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't get that working properly. I've lost my patience with it now. It's a shame because it's a great hardware game. It's got loads of great sprite scaling, but if it ain't working properly, it ain't working. You know, it had some decent games, and some pretty almost arcade perfect ports. But you know, it needed more. Stun Runner, this is quite a nice game. I didn't get this one working. I wanted something else to show off the hardware. Anyone who's not familiar with the Lynx probably just heard bad things about it, and there is some things going on to its credit. There. Or whatever, just get me in the game, dude. So what do you think to this then? Not bad for a handheld console from the 1980s. I know it looks like the secret level of Sonic, before anyone says Sonic 2, before anyone tells me. But you think this is a handheld portable from 1988, whenever it was. I mean, you compare the rest of the world with playing Game Boys, you can see why the Lynx was at a snobby audience. Oh, thanks, Snake. I'm glad you enjoy it. I try and show off the obscure sometimes like this. Okay, I've got lasers now. And then this is, to me, this is magnificent for the 1980s. It looks much better on its native handheld screen. At least I wouldn't mind one day buying a new Lynx, because I got rid of my Lynx years ago, and getting a proper new screen fitted, so it's got like a proper IPS screen on it. Could you imagine that, and do a battery mod or something so it's got good battery life? And buy the whole Lynx collection. Yeah, the Lynx was a hidden gem. I had a pleasure. I've owned one in the recent well, about 10 years ago. I owned one. And I never owned one as a kid. I just played with the people's, but it was the premium device. But it just Atari's fame in the gaming market was, you know, waning by that point. Sadly enough, if the Lynx would have had more third-party backing, it would have, you know, been amazing. Especially with a few price drops as well. And it was also unique that you could switch the Lynx to work for left-hand or right-hand mode. So it was a console for left-hand people as well. I mean, look at these visuals. I know it's not as sharp as a Mega Drive or a SNES, but like I say, it was a handheld console. If you'd have got this hardware on the home, I mean, this would have easily rivaled the Mega Drive or the SNES. Well, you wouldn't get this on a Master System or an NES, would you? The only problem with the Lynx I found was, A, it was a big boy, it was a massive console, and B, it ate batteries like nobody's business. In those days, you had to use your own batteries, so you never had the luxury of recharging like you do now. With a few modifications now, you could sort that out. I don't know what its colour palette was like, but you can see its colour palette's not terrible. I'd imagine its colour palette is comparable to a Mega Drive, but it's got hardware features that a Mega Drive would never have. I believe it's also got an unlimited sprite capability as well. I think it doesn't have a maximum sprite. I know obviously the CPU would bottleneck it, but yeah, I think it was pretty incredible hardware. But like most things that are ahead of their time, they don't do well because the rest of the world and the ecosystem isn't in balance with it. You need a balanced system. Nearly all of the games consoles that are ahead of their time die. Look how fast this is running. And also the Lynx had link cable modes where you could play multiplayer, and I believe it had 16 plus players in some of the games. So if you're lucky enough to have 15 friends who are stupid enough to buy Lynx, and you've got link cables and copies of the same game, you can have proper networking sessions with 16 people. That is just out of this world. I know it's not realistic, but you just got to like admire the mere fact that it could do that. I don't know which killer game you'd play that to do off the top of my head, but you know, you think of that if it would have had the right support, you could have got all kinds of awesome games. It's more like the principle that they designed it with that in mind versus the reality of it. What I always wanted to do was get a GameCube, get 4 Game Boy Advances, 4 link cables, and do some Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles and Zelda the 4 Swords that way, where you use the Game Boy Advance as a controller with its own screen for your inventory and extra information, and you're playing 4 players. That was always my dream. They changed game now. It's nice to show what hardware can do. I mean, most of the games aren't as impressive, obviously. So you can do polygonal graphics, very early polygonal. Sort of Mega Drive, SNES, Master System level ports of games. Even got some futuristic American football stuff. Warbirds, which is a reasonable game. So it hasn't really got my type of games on it for the most part, but I just more admire the hardware and the potential of what it could do. Battle Wheels, I think that was a good game. Have a look, I think that had sprite scaling as well. A drink. Right, I'm going to have to clean this up first because it's a pixelated mess. The only problem with emulation, it over pixelates things. The games I grew up with weren't a pixelated mess. I don't care what anyone says. Let's see if that cleans it up a little bit. This filter, this shader isn't perfect, but it gives it a bit of a closer look to how a game should be. Yeah, let's do it. this like a first-person shooter game? I think it is. What the hell am I doing? Is that an enemy? That's a tree, I think. Is that a baddie? It's like a deathmatch game. Look at this. It's not perfect, but the thought's there. I've got a crack in my window screen. How dare they? Yeah. It's a DeLorean. Do, 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 do. What happened? Oh, my butt is over. I've been annihilated. Underground. Now, this game isn't as impressive as the others, but it's still not bad for a handheld experience when you think about it. It's a sort of home console-ish game, or an arcadey game. Now, the graphics aren't as good, I know. It's not a bad game. I'd play it on the go if I was in the mood. I'm desperate. I'm mad. I like how they're all after me. Oh god, there's a man coming towards me. No idea. That guy was entering close combat. What's like a map thing, is it? I don't want to crash into things. I'm getting my butt kicked as it is. Enemies. Hey, they get missiles, no fair. I bet this would be fun if you ever played this on link-up mode. I don't know if you can or not, but... Get him! Why can't I move? I'll take snipering fire. I've got limited ammo, perhaps I need to be a bit more frugal. Yes! I won! I finally won this darn game. I'll do another round, then I'll turn it off because it's a bit boring now. And it's not quite the showcase of the console I was hoping for. It's alright. Great. Man, I'm getting my butt kicked. I'm surrounded in close combat. I know I should have got a main battle tank. Great amount of weapons. Well, hopefully that gave a taste of this game, but I will leave before it drives me insane. Look at that, Battle Zone. We all know Battle Zone. Well, that's the whole lot, so let's get off it. You see, the Link's never had a massive library. Like many dead consoles. I suppose they're all dead on here, but, you know, many consoles that didn't do very well. Final Fantasy. Cool. I like the Final Fantasy games on the Game Boy. I've got some of them on cartridge. Fist of the North Star. See how that looks. Nintendo. Vectrex. Okay. Let's go to the Vectrex. And have some lovely wireframe graphics. Because that's the way we roll. Vectrex, where are you? Vectrex, where are you? There it is. The most advanced games console in the world, the Vectrex. Crazy coaster. I never owned a Vectrex. I want the screen bigger than that. I don't want to play on that small screen. Let's take this opportunity to begin tweaking the Vectrex, because we want to see those beautiful wireframe graphics. Game options, Miss Moneypenny. Game ratio, bezel. So, this is the wrong menu, and I'm in it. Let's go to the inside the game. I'm going to try the settings inside the game to make it bigger. I don't remember exactly how to do it, but I'm going to go off the live screen so I can tweak it in full screen so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Let's have a look. Options. I'm scared. I might leave this until I can talk to... scaling. No. I'm going to leave that until I can talk to Dark about that, because I don't want to mess it up. So let's have a quick go on the game. If it's going to work. Okay. This game's boring, isn't it? I'll always go back to the live screen. My apologies. I'll have to try a different game. Don't seem to work. I wonder if it's the emulator. Okay, let me out then. Let me out. What has it gone slow for? Does the Vectrex push the old girl? Let's see what we can do. Oops, crap. Come on. What am I doing? Oh, it's only got one emulator. So you're stuffed. Mindstorm then. I want to confirm with Dark about the best aspect ratio, because I like it to keep it I like to keep it at the true exact aspect ratio so it's shaped properly. I'm a bit funny like that. I'm a bit finicky. I like it correct. It can wait. This is annoying me. Why is nothing working for? Is my controller on yet? All good things. Nothing's good if it don't bloody work. We've got a game that actually works for once on this machine. It's starting to hurt my feelings, it is. Oh, it's just poor man's asteroids. No fire button. Was that a fire button? I've gone invisible. Where am I? How do you rotate the ship? Oh god, is it all keys? how do you move in that case? The controls are messed up, I can't play this. Doesn't even use the D-pad or the analog stick. Any action. Let's try this one. We're not having much fun with the Vectrex, are we? And I wouldn't even know where to begin with this one yet. Light pen. Well, that doesn't sound good. Do you own a Vectrex? Do you have an actual real one? I'm not having a great experience with it so far. Okay. Armor attack. Maybe this will work. Oh, my Vectrex ROM seem to be broken or something. How annoying. Oh. I'm having no luck. Nothing works. Are you gonna work? Where's Cannon? What the heck? Awful controls. Die. All of you die. The good old days when controls were so pants. Go away, Chopper. Two. Run away! Oh. At least we've got a game working. Suppose I need to be grateful. Oh man, I died. This game is okay, I suppose, for a one go. It doesn't exactly make me want to own a Vectrex, but how's he still shooting? I blew him up. Oh. I don't like this game, I'm gonna leave. It's annoying me now. Art Master. No. Battle Earth Terror Hazard. What can go wrong? I assume the Vectrex had cartridges and then it had overlays, I would guess. I like how the screen's built into the system. So it was kind of an early large handheld. Sort of the original Wii U, you could say. Except sod all works. Oh god. What the hell is this crap? Does he not fight back? This game is a disgrace. Yeah, I'm done. Bedlam. What do we got now on the mighty Vectrex? You need a miracle to get the games actually working, but what do we got now? Just load up already. What's this? Oh wow, I'm a laser machine, and I can't seem to be able to move. Has this game not got movement? Is that a technology it can't afford? Go away! Nice. I suppose it's a simple concept. Bloody hell. Force is with you, Luke. Must. Oh no 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 no! So hard to aim these things. Whew. Yay! Everyone bad's dust. Oh great, I've got this many positions. Nah. My eyes were starting to glaze over them. Okay, I'm done with this game. I've sampled its delights. At least the games don't need much tweaking. What? Berserk. The games are relatively simple to figure out and stuff. That's nice. I suppose back in its time, this would have been a fun system. I have no desire to own one now, though. And with the price, that's probably a good idea. I can see that it was very ahead for its time. But it's not a timeless piece of equipment, it is a piece of junk when it comes to it. I'm sure I've played this game before. Aldrich Dark has a Vectrex. I think if you touch the wall... Oh, he can touch the wall there, that's not fair. Well, he was immune to my weapons, oh. This is a fun little simple game. I'm sure I played this on the Atari. I suppose the Vectrex made its own versions of these games with different names, I suppose. You'll never catch me. I'm getting the hang of it. This is a full-fledged console game. Well done, Vectrex. I salute you. Oh man, I got shot. My life is over. No, young Skywalker, your life has just begun. Yep, I suck. You know it, and I know it. I suppose you love the Vectrex, don't you? If someone was giving one away, I'd have it, but I wouldn't spend any money on it. Oh man, that's annoying. I'm leaving the game now. I'm having a Mardy, as we call it. Having a paddy. Having a tantrum. Birds of prey. I bet the Vectrex is quite impressive to see one actually in the flesh on the real hardware versus emulation. Because even though I do my emulation on my channel, I'm not a big emulator person myself. I like real hardware where I can have it. It's not snobbery, it's just preference. Sometimes you like the real thing. There's nothing like the real thing. This doesn't even steer. The controls aren't customized. I can't go left or right or anything. I'm not doing that for someone who can't steer, am I? Okay, I'm out. If you can't steer, I don't want to know. This console requires customization on quite a lot of the controls. Bubble Bobble. Now I'm curious. Bubble Bobble. You clearly love the Vectrex. I respect that as well. So don't be offended by my remarks. I don't love it, but I'm curious. But I love certain obscure games, so I understand. I have an unhealthy love for the Panasonic 3DO, and people think that console is one of the worst it's ever invented. So I understand. Okay, work then. I want to see Bubble Bobble on the Vectrex. Don't tease me like this. I'm a massive Bubble Bobble fan. Come on. That's annoying, it doesn't work. Clean sweep. Clean sweep, Miss Moneypenny. Come on, Vectrex, give me some sugar. It's working. Not a lot works on here, it's bloody annoying. I'm going to have to address this and see what I can do. I might delete all the ROMs and put some new ones on. Cosmic Chasm. Do you own a I love Bubble Bobble. Do you own a Vectrex? Or if not, do you plan on owning one? Come on, Vectrex, give me some Cosmic Crash or Chase, whatever it's called. Come on. Oh. This is a game. Oh, the controls don't work. I'm stuck in one spot. Unless you're supposed to be. Wow, lovely graphics. Oh, I can move. You press a button to move. Oh god, one of these games. I hate games where the movement requires a button. Makes me go insane. Is that a force shield? Oh yes, I've got a force shield. No, I'm not a Vectrex expert. I wouldn't touch one with a barge pole unless it was going free. I love what it did in history and it fascinates me, but it doesn't. I think it's. No, we'll have to find some together on here. We'll do some more tomorrow if you can make it. I'm going to go in a second. I'm getting hungry. I'm not a great hungry person. You can buy Vectrexes on eBay. I think they're a few £100, but you can buy worse things, can't you? Oh wow, look at this. Oh. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I like it. Stuff bounces or something. I'm gonna go now anyway. Thank you everybody who's watched this stream or who plans on watching it later. I appreciate it, and it's awesome talking to you all. It's been nice talking to you, Snake and Eagle. It's always good having a good catch up. And anybody enjoys my content, if you get time, please can you remember to like, subscribe, share, click the notification bell, leave me a comment. It makes a massive difference to the channel sustaining itself and growing slowly. So I'll be back tomorrow, usual time, 5 o'clock GMT UK time. So I hope to see you all. Any game requests or anything you want me to test or do or try, just let me know, everybody, and I'll happily do it if I can. And yeah, have a great evening or day or morning, whatever time it is in your homelands. Take care of yourselves. Yes, all the best. Take care of yourself, Snake and Eagle. I'll see you soon. This is Retro Beard signing off. Bye for now, and thank you.